Good day everybody, Brayden here coming to you from the Magic Kingdom. No mask. This is the first day at Walt Disney World in 14 months that you can go to Walt Disney World and you don't have to wear a mask outside. You still have to wear a mask in the queues, on the ride. So we're gonna check out how this works, how many people are wearing a mask, how many people aren't, and we're also gonna take a look at all the latest going on with the Tron Coaster. And also, I have yet to ride the Peoplemover since it reopened. I was out of town for a few weeks and I'm very, very excited to check that out. There's the monorail. Let's go see how the castle's looking, because last time I was here, they were still doing some work on it. So here we are in Town Square. You just heard the Dapper dance. So awesome. You can see down Main Street here, Cinderella Castle, decked out for the 50th anniversary. Of course, it doesn't have that 50th emblem just yet because the 50th anniversary is yet to officially begin, but you can see all the gold ribbon. There's all sorts of stuff on that. We'll take a look at it up close, but first, we should just take a look at Main Street here and just see the guests, because this is sort of an important day, it being the first day that you don't have to wear a mask here at Walt Disney World outside. And a lot of people have been wondering how many people are still going to wear their mask outside. And you can sort of see, I'd say it's probably around like a 50-50 ratio. I'd say it's highly variable. You know, in some areas it seems like there's almost no one wearing a mask. In other areas it seems like almost everyone's wearing a mask. And I think a big reason why people don't want to wear a mask outside, obviously, is because it's hot. So not having to wear the mask, I am extremely excited about it. And I'm very happy being here, not having to wear the mask. It is awesome. But a lot of people are still wearing a mask. And besides the health reasons, I think another reason a lot of people are still wearing a mask is because it's not like you can go the whole day without wearing a mask here at Walt Disney World yet. You still have to wear a mask in the queues, on the rides, at the restaurants. So if you're a regular guest that's going all over the place, right? You know, you're trying to hit every attraction you possibly can. You know, you're doing dining reservations, you're doing all this sort of stuff, just having the mask on all the time. For some people, I think it's just easier to just keep the mask on rather than having to keep continuously taking it on and off every time you go to ride a ride or go to order some food or anything like that. So I think that's why some people are just gonna wear the mask all the time. Another reason I think still a lot of people are wearing their masks outside is also just because this is the first day of this new rule, right? This is the first day that this has been allowed at Walt Disney World. So this is definitely a newsworthy day here at Walt Disney World. And I think we'll see more and more people get used to the change over the coming days and weeks here at Walt Disney World. And I think with the Florida heat that is coming for the summer here, it'll definitely be a welcome change. Now here we have the 50th anniversary castle, which everything is on. You know, Disney's refilled the moat. They no longer have the cherry pickers out here. The only thing it doesn't have is it does not have that 50th emblem just yet, because officially the 50th anniversary has yet to begin. But the rest of it here, the gold ribbon, the jewels, the castle bunting you have on the lower part, all that has been put in, and I think it looks really nice. I've seen some people say that there's a little bit too much bunting on the lower part of the castle, maybe. Really the only criticism I have in regards to this 50th castle is I feel like the supports that are under the gold ribbons, the big gold ribbons that go around the spires, they are quite noticeable, especially in the sun, where you can see that support structure for those gold ribbons. It's definitely something you'll notice. It's really not a big deal. One change with the castle here you may not have noticed is the buildings directly behind Cinderella Castle to each side have been painted, repainted with a very similar color to what you now have on the castle. It's like a navy blue, and what that does when you're approaching Cinderella Castle here, it almost makes Cinderella Castle seem bigger, because from Main Street when you're looking into the distance, now you have these additional buildings on each side of Cinderella Castle that almost look as though they're a part of Cinderella Castle because they are sporting those exact same colors. So definitely some cool improvements here, giving Cinderella Castle an extra cool look for the 50th anniversary. And if this whole look isn't something you're a fan of, I will say do not worry about it, because I do not believe that this castle is going to be staying like this. I think as soon as the 50th anniversary is over, Disney will be repainting all of this and getting rid of the decorations and everything like that. So no worries here. I think it's so awesome that now we are sitting here looking at the rose gold 50th anniversary castle, and I broke the news of this castle for you guys so long ago now. That was 2019, just absolutely wild. And I just remember at the time a lot of people just thought I was crazy. They were like, you're wrong, there's no way this is going to happen. And here it is, we are looking at it. Now we are going to head over to Tomorrowland to see the latest going on with the Tron Coaster and ride the Peoplemover. The first piece of news here in Tomorrowland is finally this old gear pathway is being replaced. The first section of new pathway is right here, and you can see right beyond it where all the gear pathway has been sort of cut up, where they're actually going to take out those pieces of the pathway and put in brand new pathway, which is something that I think will definitely elevate Tomorrowland into this whole new style it has, really going back to that original Tomorrowland look. All right, everybody, behind me you can see the line for the Way Peoplemover. I'm so excited to go ride this. for the first time in so long. You can see there's quite a crowd here. There's definitely a lot of people who also want to get back to riding the Peoplemover. It's definitely a popular attraction these days. I will say, while this line looks quite long, the line here at the Peoplemover does seem like it's been moving very quickly, so we should get through the line pretty quickly, but I'll time it for you guys. So everyone, the posted wait time for the Peoplemover was 25 minutes, and it took almost exactly 10 minutes to get all the way through the line. That's pretty good.
Welcome aboard the Tomorrowland Transit Authority Peoplemover, your quiet and carefree highway in the sky. We invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy your Grand Circle tour of Tomorrowland.
The last few years, every time I ride the Peoplemover, I wonder, they removed this structure that was over by Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, but the one over here by the old alien encounter in Stitch's Great Escape, it's still there. When are they going to get rid of that ray gun Gothic style building? There's a few other structures around too that are still from the old Tomorrowland design you might notice around. Look at this beautiful silhouette of the 50th anniversary Rose Gold Castle. Best part.
Progress City, Walt Disney's dream for an experimental prototype community of tomorrow.
So everyone, we are headed towards the Tron Coaster as we speak, and I have to say, lately there has not been a lot going on at the Tron Coaster. Work on building the canopy is complete. Now they're doing electrical work on it and stuff, but if you look at the site right now, while there's a lot of rebar and construction equipment and things like that, there are no people here at all. There does not seem to be much of anything going on at the Tron Coaster.
Paging Mr. Morrow, Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon.
So everybody, that's the Peoplemover. I'm so excited that's back. It's so awesome. Actually, earlier today, I rode on the Tomorrowland Speedway with Corey Meets World. I got some up-close footage of the Tron canopy for you guys, where you can see the section closest looks really good. You can barely tell that was once a bunch of different pieces that came in and, you know, were welded together. I have to say, the canopy itself does look a little dirty. Maybe they need to repaint it or dust it off or something. I'm not sure what exactly that's about. I think it's from all the work that they were doing. But as I said on the Peoplemover, as far as the actual activity goes here at the Tron site, there really isn't a whole lot going on. You can see here there's all sorts of equipment out and around and stuff that's ready to be installed, but where are the people building it, right? And one thing is, it's very possible they actually are around, but they're working on some other part of the site we can't see, right? Maybe they're working on the inside. And also, Blog Mickey spotted some electricians that were actually working on wiring up the canopy, which in the future will have LEDs all over it. You're gonna have to have all sorts of electrical conduit to make that possible, right? So it seems like they were doing some of that work. So that's the latest look here at Tron. It really seems like something they could get done in a fairly good amount of time. Definitely 2022 at this point. I think the big consideration as far as the outside work that still needs to happen is, first of all, you have to have those concrete flyovers that are in the concept art. Those seem like they're actually going to be pretty complicated to make. That's definitely going to be a labor-intensive thing. And besides putting all the tiles up in the LED and the signage and the queue and the planters and the guest pathway, all that sort of stuff that they have to do, also, you also have to consider that the Walt Disney World Railroad has to run right through here. Here you can see the new synthetic railroad ties. You can see the rail right here that is ready to go in, but it seems like they're still doing work on some of the electrical stuff, some of the conduit. So looking at Tron here, this is something that's just going to be so awesome, and this is the thing that I'm the most excited about, and it really doesn't seem like it's getting that preferential treatment right now, but of course, you know, Disney's a huge company. Things can change very rapidly. If they want to invest more in getting this done, they absolutely can. Disney can definitely get this attraction done when they want to, right? They can definitely put a lot more money into it to get this all done, get the railroad back open, and that could happen any day, right? Where they could suddenly start accelerating the work here at the project. So I really hope that happens. Now what we're going to do is head back over towards Cinderella Castle, because speaking of what Disney's putting money towards and when we're going to see stuff return to normal here at Walt Disney World, you know, now we no longer have to wear the mask. When are we going to see all these other things come back that we haven't had the last 14 months? When are the trams going to come back? When is the EPCOT monorail going to come back? And most of all, something I think a lot of people are thinking about, when are fireworks coming back to the Magic Kingdom? The one thing we've had this past year I really want to see go away are the park pass reservations, which I really don't like. It is oftentimes difficult for me to go film a video for you guys because I literally cannot get to the Magic Kingdom that day. But on the Q2 earnings call, the earnings report that just happened, CEO of the company, Bob Chapek, he said that based on the latest CDC guidance, Disney is going to start increasing capacity here at Walt Disney World. He says they're already in the process of doing it. Now, what what Bob Chapek said on that earnings call is that the park pass reservation system, it sounds like it's going to be sticking around. That was basically what was inferenced. I think Disney likes it because they can see how many people are going to go to every park every day. They can know exactly how much food they need, how much merchandise they need, all that sort of stuff. So it's good in that regard. And also Disney having that ability to restrict the crowds in the parks, it does seem to be correlating with increased guest revenues. Despite the fact that this past quarter, Disney reported a $1.2 billion shortfall for the parks and resorts segment, it was noted that per guest spending was the highest ever. They're seeing great guest spending here at Walt Disney World on a per guest basis, and that actually seems to be correlating with lower crowds. So the interesting thing here is the CEO says, okay, we are increasing capacity here at Walt Disney World. You know, a lot more people are going to be able to come in. The question here is, why is it still that you have all these normal things that are not back yet? Like the parking tram, like the EPCOT monorail, like fireworks here in the Magic Kingdom and the other parks. And I think the obvious answer is money, right? It's labor related, right? And actually the college program will begin returning in June. So I think when the college program returns and Disney's able to get college kids back in here, I think we'll see things like the parking tram return here to Walt Disney World in short order, and probably things like the EPCOT monorail as well. The real question is, what is Disney going to do with the fireworks? Because it's past time for Disney to bring fireworks back here to Walt Disney World, but it seems like they sort of have an interesting decision to make, because I believe that the 50th anniversary nighttime spectacular here at the Magic Kingdom will be ready for October 1st, and so will Harmonious. The content for Harmonious is complete at this point, I believe, and now it's just, you know, they're testing it. They're out on the lagoon testing those barges, those eyesores. We're actually going to be doing an EPCOT video this coming week, so stay tuned for that. We'll take a look at all the latest there. Over in EPCOT a few nights ago, Disney was playing the EPCOT Forever interim show music, and I don't think that EPCOT Forever is going to be coming back. I'm not sure what exactly that was about, but really I think if Disney wanted to get started with Harmonious, they could get Harmonious done in short order, I think, because the content for the show's done. It seems like they're well into testing, so we could get back to fireworks fairly soon here, looking at something like Harmonious. Or what Disney might also do is save all of this stuff for their new fiscal year, which starts October 1st, 2021, the same day Walt Disney World turns 50, and then we'll see the fireworks come back, and, you know, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure opens that day. They might do it that way. We'll just have to wait and see. So that's the latest here in the Magic Kingdom. I'm very excited to be back here in Walt Disney World. As I said, there's an EPCOT video on the way, and I want to thank you all so much for sticking with me here, seeing all the latest here in the Magic Kingdom, the first day of no mask required outside here at Walt Disney World. Be sure to subscribe to those notifications on to stay on top of all the latest, and we'll continue bringing you the news here live from the Magic Kingdom. Thank you so much for watching. This is Brayden. Have a magical day.